Okay, today's lesson's on sectioning. So how to do a section of a building. Why would you do a section? Well, you do sections to show parts of the internal house. So for example, if you've got an east elevation, you can't see what the kitchen is like or any of the other rooms. So you need to be very selective about why you want to put a section in. Just don't put one in because you think you should. So the way I do it is I come up to the ground floor and you go, rightio, I want to have a look at the dining room kitchen setup, and I'm going to look back towards the left. So you come up to the top. Normally you'd be in architecture. I want you to go to view, and you can see that you've got this section command. There it is there. So I'll grab that, and I'm going to put this section down through like that, all the way through to there. Click on it, and we're right to go. Now this points towards the bit you want to keep. So I actually want to see the kitchen here, so these little buttons here will spin it round. There you go. This is the crop section. You might decide to go all the way. You want to see this wall down the back here. So we want to go for that entire building there. We should be right now. So the arrow's going the right way. I'm looking at the kitchen, back in through the dining room, the living room, and it should give me a good section. I like to then, you can see that sections popped up now, and if I just open that, you can see that there's section 1. That section 1 shouldn't be section 1 spelt in lowercase. So if you explore this down here, you can see later on it says section 1, view name. Well, I don't want it section 1, I want that in capitals, section 1. I'm going to go down a bit further, and I think we should be right now. Yep, so when I apply that now and go down to have a look at this section 1, it's now correct. That's how it should be displayed, and that will ensure that I have a heading of section 1 on my drawing. So let's have a look at it. I'll come along, I'm going to open up my section drawing now, which is here, and there it is. It shows everything that I need. You notice that it automatically puts in the crop section because that was in the properties at the time. So I'm going to just move this in a little bit, just make it a little bit tidier. Move that in, move that down a little bit. You might want to go up a little bit there, but that looks alright. And of course, you never have your crop margin shown. Do not crop view. If I do that, it pops everything else back in it. This one here is the one you want. Hide crop region, there it is. And you've got yourself a nice little section of the house. It shows everything you need in there. Of course, this furniture shouldn't be there, should it? So the only thing that should be shown is cabinets, stuff that is fixed in there. So of course you'd go right click, hide in view, category, and it disappears. And that's a pretty good section. If you wanted to create another one, not a problem. Doesn't have to be through the ground floor. You can actually go through one of the elevations. You can see that there's a section before. Let's say that I want to create a section looking back through this way. Come down through like that. Of course I want it to look the other way. There it is. I've got my crop region. I'm going to extend that all the way out, and we should be pretty right. Have a look at this. Over here, it's got section 2. That's not what we wanted. Click on it. Properties. I want to come down to here. I want to make that a little bit bigger. Oops. Of course, you don't want section 1. You want that to be section 2 in capitals. I'll apply, and we should be right now. So if I just close that, we'll have a look. We've got a section 2 there now, and that's what the second one looks like. Of course, I want to get rid of the crop. I might crop it first, lower that a little bit, take this in a little bit, and I reckon that that's probably a little bit low there. Take him up, get rid of the crop region, and we're pretty right. Okay, so that will give you a couple of extra sectioned elevations that you need to put on sheets. Alright, have fun with that.